I like the scientific spirit. Even though I could not have written a word of Leaves of Grass without its religious root ground, because its purpose is religious. I believe in Charles Darwin and evolution from A to Izzard. I believe that science leads the way to a new theology. And Charles Darwin is, to me, science incarnate. But there certainly is something lacking in the way science is telling the story. Charles Darwin, Huxley, all the great evolutionists give no why for existence, only that it expresses a certain manner in nature. There's something cold there. There's a failure to address the deepest emotions of the soul, a want of the living glory that the Old Testament prophets supply, and which the modern philosophers so far do not, because that, oh my brethren, that is the province of poets. When I heard the learned astronomer, when I saw the proofs and the figures were arranged in columns before me, when I was shown the charts and the diagrams to add and divide and measure them, when I, sitting, heard the astronomer where he lectured with much applause in the lecture room, how soon, unaccountable, I grew tired and sick, until, rising and gliding out, I wandered off by myself into the mystical, moist night air, and from time to time looked up in perfect silence at the stars. I believe a blade of grass is no less than the journey work of the stars. A mouse is miracle enough to stagger sextillions of infidels. And all we know of evolution, metaphysics, all, is that we are all speeding slowly, ever bettering life. Life, an endless march, surely going somewhere. Can I get an amen? Can I have some music? Who learns my lesson complete? It is very wonderful. It is no little matter, this round and delicious globe, moving so exactly in its orbit, forever and ever, without one jolt or the untruth of a single second. It's wonderful. And I do not think it was made in 6 days, nor in 10,000 years, nor in 10 decillions of years, nor planned and built one thing after another, as an architect plans and builds a house. But it's wonderful. Now, I do not think that 70 years is the time of a man or a woman. 70 millions of years is the time of a man or a woman. Oh, it's wonderful. But my eyesight is equally wonderful. And how I was conceived in my mother's womb is equally wonderful. And how I was not palpable once, but am now. And was born on the last day of May in year 43 of America. And passed from a babe into creeping trance of 3 summers and 3 winters pointers to articulate and walk. All this is equally wonderful, and that my soul embraces you this hour. We can affect each other without seeing each other, and never perhaps seeing each other is every bit as wonderful. That I can think such thoughts as these is just as wonderful, and that I can remind you, and you can think them and know them to be true. It's just as wonderful, just as wonderful. And that the moon spins round the earth, and on with the earth is equally wonderful. And that they challenge themselves with the sun and the stars is equally wonderful. Come, I would like to hear you tell me what there is in yourself that is not just as wonderful. And I'd like to hear the name of anything between Sunday morning and Saturday night that is not just as wonderful. It's wonderful. Who learns my lesson complete? Huh? Who learns my lesson complete? Sound your barbaric yawp! Poets to come, you are